Hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. So this time, not recently, but I realized that I had forgotten the introduction of Work to Live or my content creation. So I create contents in the name of Work to Live, but actually, so I said in the name of Work to Live, but actually, so my content is not that my contents are not that serious stuff. So yeah, because to start with, this it's not only this one, but actually as including other episodes. So those episodes those episodes are the recordings of non-native speakers speaking English. So which means if you so for example if you are thinking of using this podcast for your studying English, for example, so I think this podcast is the last stuff for this. I think this podcast is the last educational resource or educational source you should cite. So so for example, if you'd like to study English language, I recommend you using other resources or sources for education. So because as you can hear, so what I create is not what I create is not an episodes or not a contents for for teaching you English, but actually maybe you can understand what kind of contents I create by checking out the description column of this podcast itself, not the description column of each episode. So but I'm going to tell you now what kind of contents I create. So I create contents about works, operational efficiency, and manners for enjoying lives. And please enjoy my contents, which is written in the description. So far this description, well, the description I have told you is written in the description column of this column of this podcast. So as you are listening to as you are listening to me, so I'm not so good at speaking itself. So I often stutter, and so some people say I clearly pronounce, and some people say so my pronunciation of English language is good, and some Chinese people not some Chinese people say my speaking I'm really bad at speaking, and my pronunciation is my pronunciation of Chinese language is really close to that of standard Chinese, or that of Chinese language spoken in mainland China. But actually, some people say such kinds of things. But actually, so when it comes to the command, when it comes to the command of English language, or when it comes to the commands of other foreign languages, thinking about such things. So maybe you should cite or refer to or use other types or other resources for education or for teaching yourselves. And but actually, so but still I'd like you to listen to these episodes of my podcast. That is so when you can cite, or in which case my contents work is. For example, so if you're worried about, for example, which language to learn, or which language to study, and for example, of course, I don't have to tell you this, but so if you're thinking of creating porn businesses, or if you're thinking of creating adult content for making money, my episodes, some of my episodes are definitely helpful. But actually, apart from such people, such people who are craving adult business can easily access easily access some of my contents because I have created many contents related to adult business, and of course I have created many types of adult contents, and I have created adult contents, but actually, so not only adult contents themselves, but also I have created some contents for helping or supporting the creators of adult contents. So, for example, I have told you in some past episodes that I have created a template of the agreements necessary for getting consent of appearing to porn videos. That so how to use that agreement is to make a contract, or to get some approvals, or to get some consent from the cast, or from the podcast of porn videos. So those casts, and to ask some casts to appear to porn videos. Such agreements are necessary for you to create. So please don't forget this one. And this is the template of agreement is not the only stuff I create for helping or supporting the creators of adult contents, or other adult contents creators, but actually. So coming back to the track of this story, or coming back to the introduction of my contents, or work to live itself. So I not only because I'm interested in foreign languages, but also I have studied some foreign languages. That is because my country is surrounded by some huge countries like China, United States, and United States is far from my country, but there are the bases of U.S. force, which is why I'm interested in which is why I have studied English language, and of course people study English language, but actually my country has some bases of U.S. force, which is why I have been interested, which is one of the reasons I have been interested in English language, and my country is one of the next doors, or my country is one of the neighbors of Russian Federation, which is why I'm sort of interested. I have been sort of interested in mainland Chinese language, and Russian language, and Korean language. So which is why I have studied those languages. Of course, maybe the only foreign language I can handle is English language, and I have tried so far I have tried to speak out Chinese language, but actually so English is the best language I can handle among the foreign languages I can use, or I have studied. So, but of course, if you want to ask me whether I can speak out Japanese language, it's of course yes of course, except for Japanese language, which language do you think I can use? Which is a question I'd like to ask you if you ask me whether I can speak out Japanese language or not. Anyway, so coming back, so I have introduced the contents, or the type of I have introduced the type of my contents I often create, or I create, but actually I create such kind of content. So I should come back to the description written in the description column of this podcast, not the description column of each episode. So I create contents about works, operational efficiency, and manners for enjoying lives. And please enjoy my contents, which is what I have thought. Very in each time I create contents. Of course, some people. Well, I don't know whether most people can enjoy my adult contents, or not adult contents, but the episodes or videos I create. or not. But actually, I'm thinking of entertaining you as much as possible. I don't know whether you trust me or not. Well, I don't know whether you believe what I have just said or not. Anyway, so there was a horn of car, but actually, please don't care of that. Anyway, so I'm thinking of ending this episode. So that's it. Thank you very much for everything. See you.